My boss fired me in under 60 seconds, and the clock on the wall was still ticking when I realized he'd just ruined his own career. I was a senior analyst in a glass office that smelled like burnt coffee and fear, standing across from a man who smiled the way people do when they've already decided you're disposable. He said, "Budget cuts," slid a folder across the desk, and didn't look me in the eyes. First, he locked me out of my email before lunch, like that would erase 5 years of work. Then he announced my role was redundant in the team meeting, thanked me for my contributions, and replaced me with his nephew, who clapped like he'd won something. Finally, HR escorted me out while my boss watched from his office, arms crossed, victorious, and slightly shiny. What he didn't know, what he never knew, was that 3 weeks earlier, he'd asked me to draft a compliance report for an internal audit. He skimmed the first page, nodded, and said, "Send it when you're done." I did. He never opened it. That report flagged a quiet little accounting trick he'd invented to make his numbers look heroic. Nothing dramatic, just illegal. And it was scheduled, automatically, to be forwarded to legal if I ever lost system access. By Friday, the office was buzzing. By Monday, his office door was locked. By Wednesday, his nephew was gone, the CFO was sweating, and my phone rang with an apology so sincere it could have been nominated for an award. They offered my job back, a better title, a raise. I declined. Because sometimes the best revenge isn't yelling or lawsuits or revenge speeches. It's letting someone get fired by the email they were too arrogant to read. He fired me in under 60 seconds, and if you rewatch closely, that clock never stopped ticking.